it's on 300-pound hot press paper. So I do a lot of lifting in my work. I put the paint down and I pull a lot of it off. The inspiration for this painting was that I was honored to be accepted in 2013 to an artist residency with the Arctic Circle. I was on a tall ship 500 miles from the North Pole for 2 weeks with 26 other artists. And when I got the residency, I had this image of myself as being this explorer, you know, I'm gonna plant the flag and I'm gonna be on the ice and it's gonna be awesome. I had been to Antarctica before, and so I had some sense of what that was gonna be like. So what I decided was that since I felt like such an explorer, I was going to try and connect with some of the exploration photographs. So this is based on a black and white photograph by Frank Hurley, who was on the Shackleton exhibition. There are some color photos from that expedition, but this was based on a black and white photo. And the reason I chose that was I thought, well, I know this. I've seen these landscapes. And so I can bring the color in, and that's how I'm going to bring a lot of my sense to it, or my sensibilities. I only paint polar and frozen landscapes, so I'm a bit obsessed with it. This is an iceberg down in South Georgia, Antarctica, and they do have those blues. I have photographs from my own trip, which have some of those similar colors. I am honored to be accepted into the show, and that's really it with this painting. I hope that brings you to the polar landscape.
What do you pull with?
With a brush, really.
Or you just pull it down?
Yeah. Often my watercolors start out darker. Because I use the hot press, it's easier to pull the paint off. I would, and it's because of these really fine lines are easier to get when you can pull away from them as well. So some of that is dry brush on top, and some of it is from very wet, pulling it back. You can't do it as easily with the cold press paint.